Hello, hello. Hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back if this is your first time here. Hi, I'm Kelly Jo, Sunshinejo420. And this is Astrology 101 with Sunshine Joe. So this is a big three birth chart reading. This is actually a winning reading from the vendor event. And I'm so excited. I love bringing these readings to you guys. I love bringing astrology in a broken down, understandable idea to just help people really get a grasp of themselves, how to do things. I do full birth chart readings, which is the full 12 planet placement, and that talks about your Mercury and your Venus and your Mars, and all of those planets mean something, and we all have different placements, we all have different signs. So I I fucking love doing it. Little breakdown, if you've never watched a video of me before, I say fuck a lot. I'm sure of it, actually. I do. And I also say bitch as if you're my best friend. So if I say that, that is in a very loving, very loving term. And again, everything might not resonate. Some do, some will, some won't. Take what you want, leave the rest. And thank you so much for allowing me to have this opportunity. So again, I'm Kelly Jo, Sunshine Joe 420. If you're interested in learning more about a full birth chart reading or a big three, whatever, link in the bio. Everything you need's in there. So, yes. So this is, like I said, a big three reading. So this is going to be a sun, moon, and a rising. If you have no idea what that means, you're in the right place. I'm going to break it down. I will break it down. I do break it down even more in personal readings. So if that's something that you really are like, what the heck is she talking about? I want to know more. Okay. Cheers. Before we start, I always pull some affirmation cards just to get us going on the right path. 1, 2, 3. Dang, that just skeeted. My potential is endless. My potential is endless. Thank you, universe. What a great card. My potential is endless. Okay, let's start. This is for, I don't even know your name. I'm so sorry. It's honestly a really crazy story. So I picked winners for the vendor event. 3 people didn't message me back. I decided to pick more winners. I messaged this lovely person, and then I deleted all of my messages, all of my text messages, and threw away the cards. So I had absolutely no way of getting a hold of this person. I felt terrible. I was really manifesting that they were going to get in touch with me, and that's exactly what happened. She messaged me back like, hey, are you going to give me my reading? And I was like, bitch, yeah. So hi, I'm sorry that it took a little bit, but here we are. And I can't wait to hear what you think. Let's go. So we're going to start with your sun. So the sun sign is your birthday sign. That is the basic you. It's kind of what people think you should be. It's what people associate you with. And a lot of people either feel really resonated with their sun sign, and some people feel absolutely not their sun sign at all. I'm a Gemini, so like, yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. But some people don't. And that's why it is so beneficial and so helpful to do birth chart readings to discover things like your moon and your rising and what that means. And it can just really help you harness a better understanding of yourself. So the sun, your sun is in Aquarius. Aquarius. If you see me looking down, I'm sorry I didn't say this earlier. These are my notes. They're handwritten notes. If you'd like them at the end of the session, I can send them to you. Let me know. Okay. The expression for Aquarius is I innovate. It is an air element, the water bearer, ruled by Uranus and Saturn. So the fact that Aquarius has 2 ruling planets is a very big deal, but we'll touch on that in just a little bit, okay? So I have written down here the humanitarian, a rebel at heart, beat of their own drum, doing their own thing from the beginning. I have a daughter who's an Aquarius, and she's 8 now, and she's very in tune with her Aquarius energy. But even before that, when she was a kid, it was like she just wasn't excited about the things that other kids were excited about. She really just liked more like inner personal freedom. She liked to do what she wanted. She was really into her personal, like video games, electronics, stuff like that. And I was always like, oh my God, like, what am I doing wrong? And then I discovered astrology, and I was like, nothing, it's just fucking Riley. So that is definitely Aquarius energy. I said higher collective matters to you more than any other sign. There's a lot of signs in the astrology wheel that are selfish. with love, okay? A lot of them are out for themselves. A lot of them are out just for their family. Like Cancer, right now is Cancer season. Cancer is a very great sign to give an explanation of being very guarded and protected of their self and their close loved ones. Aquarius is higher collective for all. Everyone. You're free thinking and innovative. I innovate. Yep. Here to change the world. But it has to start with yours, with your world. Stand strong in your mission, your passion, and your purpose. You have to. You have to, especially now more than ever with the craziness of the world and the split sides and people being so stressed and so broke and not knowing what to do and not knowing what the next step is and not knowing what the future looks like. To be you and to have this idea and this goal and this drive for growth, for change is so important. Do not let anyone steal that from you. Do not let anyone steal that from you. I said, Aquariuses are very friendly and understanding. I said, as long as you're not being questioned or like, you don't like that. Don't do that. I said, you spend so much motherfucking time in your own damn head, even when you're being sociable, even when you are out and about with your friends, even when you are at a party, you're constantly in your head about yourself, about everybody else. You like to know what makes people tick. You like to know like why people are thinking what they think. You like to be so aware of why people are what they are, where they are, who they are. And that's not a bad thing. It's your gift. You can't help that. But learning to get outside of your head is going to serve you so much purpose in life. I'm going to put some less. Sorry. Okay, so I said you're always battling the Uranus Saturn ruling planet situation. So back to that. So what I mean by that is every sign has a planet that rules it. Aquarius has two. Saturn and Uranus could honestly not be the most opposite from one another, but the most dependent on one another. So I'm going to tell you what that means. Saturn is like grandpa, father time. Saturn is the slowest moving planet. Saturn is the planet of lessons and learning and teachings and really having to understand things, really being tested, really being tried and true. Why do you feel the way you feel? Why are you doing the things you do? That's Saturn. Saturn is all about the logic, okay? And then you have Uranus on the other side of that. And Uranus is all about change, transformation. It's the rebel, I would say, of the zodiac signs. It's the one that's just ready to go. We've learned what we needed to learn in Saturn. I'm fucking overhearing you talk. I'm ready to go. That's Uranus. And that is why if you've ever met an Aquarius or you've ever had somebody say like, wow, you're not like any other Aquarius I've ever met, or wow, or you might even be like, I don't like any other fucking Aquarius, or that's why. Because the two planets inside of an Aquarius is really, people are either operating in Uranus, change, transformation, we gotta go, you can't tell me shit, rebel, oddball, okay? Or they're in Saturn, which is constantly learning, constantly trying to grasp knowledge, understanding, standing still in a room that's spinning. That's how I imagine Saturn. And so it's not until Aquariuses harness those two energies and realize that that's the beauty of duality, is having a lesson and then having the growth from the lesson. It's either a win or it's a lesson. It's never a loss. And when we can really understand that both of them are working for our greater good, and you can learn and move at the same time. You can learn and move at the same time. So always stand in your truth of the mission of raising the collective's consciousness. It is what you were born to do. The age of Aquarius. It is now. It is here. It is happening. If you've never heard that expression before, I encourage you to look it up, Google it, message me. We can talk more about it. But it is the age of Aquarius. It is the time for every single body. The whole world, the whole earth, the whole universe has shifted into the age of Aquarius. And it's time for awakening. It's time for getting rid of old ideas and old ways and old traditions and chains and generational traumas and blocks and unfortunate fucking shit. It's the time to deuces. Leave that shit. We are leveling up. We are growing. We are taking everything that we are learning and everything we're going through and all the tragedy and all the loss and all of that shit. We're able to see all of that and understand that it's still for our greater good. It's still for our greater good. The way of new and change and transformation for all common good is happening right now. And you're the leader, okay? You've always known it was going to happen. You've always had the idea. You've always known that this is what should be, and now it's really time to harness that. You are so powerful and capable, and it is, I don't want to say your job, but you're late. I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm just kidding. I said, do not get unattached from yours or others' emotions. Slow down and feel. The journey is a part of the blessing. So what I mean by that is Aquarius sometimes forgets that people around them and people that they love, people they're in relationships with, actually have feelings. Not necessarily that you forget them, but you honestly don't have time for them. In the idea of the Great Awakening and in the idea of the Age of Aquarius and in the idea of like it's time to level up, it's time to change shit and break barriers and break chains. Now, more than ever before, we gotta go, we gotta go. Despite all of that, there are still people around you that love you that are feeling a lot of shit. A lot of shit. And it is not okay to uh, just skip on over those emotions and those feelings because sometimes people just need to know you hear them. Sometimes people just need to know that you feel the same way. Sometimes people just need to know that you're also human. I have to, a lot of the times when like my friends, my girlfriends, my kids, when people come and want to talk to me about a situation, not necessarily gossip, but they want to unload on me what's going on in their life, I will ask them straight the fuck up. Do you want me to give you a solution or do you want me to give you sympathy? Because I'm downtown Charlie Brown to give you whatever one you want. I'm down. I'm going to give it to you. Okay. So hard. But I need to know what you want because if I don't understand what you want and you are just looking for a hug and a shoulder to cry on and someone should just say like, damn, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that happened. I'm so sorry that life is unfair. I'm so sorry. If that's all they need to hear, and in reality, I'm over here like, well, you should have quit that fucking job yesterday. You should have left that man yesterday. It's not helping anybody. It's not helping anybody, and it's not getting anybody closer to the end goal. Okay? I hope that this is all resonating. Yes, I hope so. It is. People are not a game of Clue. Understand that you are learning and growing too, alongside with them. You're always learning, you're always growing. That's the beauty of life, to be able to have an idea of where the destination is. And before you know it, there's actually a shortcut, like the Panama Canal. Think about that, okay? Can you imagine knowing that there's the Panama Canal and still not taking the Panama Canal because you know that just wasn't the original route, bitch. Cut through the continent. And I mean, like, get in there, make it faster. And there, you're only going to understand and find and learn and discover these shortcuts, and that there's other help, and that there's other opinions, and that there's other ways to get to the top when you allow people to bring it to you. Okay? You are the one that's like leading the troops. You really are. But every single person in your troop has gifts that are so precious and so massive to the greater awakening that if you're not allowing them to show and you're not allowing them to grow and learn them things, you're hurting everybody. Allow others to bring all their gifts and all their help to the collective. Don't be stubborn. Stop being stubborn. It's not sexy, and it's delaying the motherfucking process. It's delaying the process, and I know that you don't like that, so stop. I said the oddball in you is a gift. Embrace it. You don't give a fuck if anyone is coming with you. You just know that you gotta go, and I just don't want you to ever lose sight of that. Sometimes people are just not ready for it, but you cannot underestimate the power of planting the seed. Okay? That was good. Follow your dreams and trust your gut. Just do it, my little bit. Stop overthinking life. All your feelings are deserving of space. Why do you feel the way you feel? Why are you feeling what the fuck you feel is actually what I said. So you are human, and allowing yourself to be fucking human will allow life to flow a little bit better and feel a lot bit easier. I know it doesn't make sense, but you understand what I mean, okay? Your mind is endless. Your genius, your mission is protected and guided. Your life is beautiful, and all things work together for your good. Period. One thing about an Aquarius is that they could give a fuck about like money, about status, about like what others think of them. And if you do, you're operating in either your ego or you're operating with your other signs, which actually we'll talk about with your rising and your moon sign. But overall, you just don't care if people don't like you. And you know what? We need more people like you, because it's not about money. It's not about status. It's not about fake fucking relationships and fake ideas of what people fucking act like they're like. We don't give a fuck about that. We care about, like, you know, changing lives, ripping up traditions, you know, breaking customs, burning down the old fucking way of life, and allowing new ways of thinking, allowing new ways of doing, allowing new ways of going, allowing new ways of being acceptive of everybody. Not one time did I say about this age of Aquarius that we'd all find ourselves agreeing. I didn't say that. I said we'd find ourselves working together with the gifts that we have for our greater good. And that's different. That's fucking different. It's very different. You have to wait until the world is ready to come with you. As much as it might be obvious to you, as much as it might be frustrating to you, as much as it might just be to you. Okay? You can't force it. It's not going to help. Trying to get somebody to understand the way that you think and the way that you want to do things when they're just so far from that, it's move on. Move on and love them. Never forget about them. Never leave them behind. Never talk bad about them. But like, the collective needs you. They might not want you because change is fucking scary, okay? Humans don't like change. We don't like it. It makes us feel funny. We'd rather live in the fucking doomsday before, like, you know, just standing up and, you know, rising up, whatever. But no, not anymore. Not anymore. And they have to know that there's somebody in their corner that's always ready to go, that's always, and it's you. It's you. The collective needs you. They might not want you. And the better that you deliver yourself, the better you will just feel about your mission and about what you're doing, okay? Yeah. You are so loved. You're doing a great job. So don't give up there. I definitely got that. Okay. That's part one. I kind of like to break them down, keep them a little short. That's part one. We're going to come back with your moon. I love you. Thank you. Link in the bio. Kelly Jo, Sunshinejo420. I'll be back.